I'm liking what I'm seeing from both sides.
Yep, it's just hard to execute for the side of Burmese Ghouls, but Bren Esports still has something simple, so let's see.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going in towards game 2. Bren Esports 1-up. Burmese Ghouls still looking for the first point. And casters, please have the floor.
Oh, thank you, Aaron Contra, my friend. Now, the reason why I'm saying Burmese Ghouls have a more difficult composition naturally is because of what they have in the lineup. But more importantly, we saw previously when they were up against RRQ. RRQ was like, yes, we want a hard-to-play composition. Burmese Ghouls, I like it simple, and I like it effective.
They have 2 executes on their side for Burmese Ghouls, and it really makes a lot of sense just because they want to take Flap TZ as fast as possible. Get his HP on that threshold, press that, and just rinse and repeat.
Yep, and they want to do it to everyone on Bren Esports side because they're all high damage output heroes, right? Rebo, even Lusty with the only fast, Carl TZ, of course, the core, and this is currently turning into the most fair metagame of Mobile Legends we've seen in a while, right? Save for those diggy strats, but right now, Flap TZ dueling with D down bottom. Up top, it's going to be the Benedetta versus the Farsa on Rebo and Ruby DD.
Yeah, this might be the first engagement here. Again, we are seeing the Mountain Shocker to get a good idea of how this is going out. Lusty, he sees what's going on off on top side. He's just going to use his G Kundo to get on out of there. As you can see, the Burmese Ghouls have control over that top side, but Bren don't necessarily have to react. I mean, look down bot. They are pushing out D.
Oh, now Lusty caught out here. Again, the big rotations by Burmese Ghouls not turning into much. Getting a few hits on this energy shield is Flap TZ and Few growing their lead by about 400, 500. Very, very small. Not yet noticeable. But right now, after this turtle, 2 minutes in, definitely we're going to see an early lead.
You can see right now how serious Burmese Ghouls is into taking this turtle. They know when it come out, and look at this, they have 4 people in the area already.
Knock up here by Show, maybe gonna be telling them, hey, it's ready, it's ready. The blade put in by Kid, taking some damage, is maybe pop the Poissons. Carl TZ, Lusty at less than half health. I think Bren Esports already got what they needed. That's the turtle.
Yep, and I definitely think it was a little bit of a macro mistake coming in for the Burmese Ghouls, where they're making the call thinking that they were going to get invaded, but instead Bren Esports take the advantage of this and go for the turtle, because again, look at D, he only just hit his level 4, his wave was already pushed in. They realized, oh, we're at a level disparity only because they were able to push D out at the 2nd minute of the game. Small decisions like this make a huge difference, and Burmese Ghouls will not take that risk.
Now, Lusty is just staying in the brushes. He knows that he needs to find where maybe is gonna come from, but Carl TZ is just farming well, different from the start of game number 1.
Here we go, Way of the Dragon already on top of maybe to get the first pick of the game. First blood goes through, a quick follow-up with the Abyssal Arrow here, and Burmese Ghouls, again, they are just pulling backwards and not trying to be too aggressive, and these picks are going to hurt them at the end of the day, considering what their lineup is.
Now 3 minutes, 30 seconds in, all heroes on the map have their ults. So now fights are going to get more interesting. Engagements are going to be almost all in, and if not, somebody's going to be counting, hey, this guy spent his ult, we should go for a move now. Electo final blow here by Ruby DD, gets caught in by Few in that bush. Oh, Ruby DD wants more, level 6. Here comes the rest of them. Nice arrow to scout out the bush. That's going to be Carl TZ charging up this arrow. Gets a few hits in. Mountain Shocker from the back. Here comes Lusty. Way of the Dragon. That's going to be the Fatal Links by Maybe. And the fight is happening underneath the turret. That's going to be Ruby DD, the first casualty. That makes Kid the second. That's Rebo getting double. Maybe is next. D coming in with the black dragon form, and Carl TZ is in his face. That's gonna be Flap TZ coming in. No regeneration for you. 4 for none currently, and Ace is the lone survivor, dodging that arrow by just an inch. And right now, he has no choice but to go down. The wipeout delayed by Bren Esports. They take it nonetheless.
Burmese Ghouls, Bren Esports, they're playing each other's game. Bren Esports went to the territory of the side of Burmese Ghouls in terms of playstyle, and now they are serving the pain to the side of Burmese Ghouls.
Now, Leo, I know you were very iffy about specifically the Selena and how it's supposed to be executed here. Few legitimately won that entire fight, landing one of the most weaved through Abyssal Arrows to make sure it landed onto Ace. Full 3 seconds of lockdown, allowing Lusty to control the fight. But again, another one will occur.
Same way with the Way of the Dragon, but I'm a believer. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe gets knocked out. They trade out for Lusty, but it's worth it because it's a 3-4-1. Ace bites the dust. Now, back to what you were saying. This was yesterday, man. This was yesterday when the win rates were on an all-time low, and Ruby DD barely gets away with his life, spending his entire kit.
I have this hunch that Ruby DD was looking at the map, just staying there, and he forgot that Bren Esports was still in the area.
I mean, look at Carltese. He has literally 100% kill participation. 4 kills, 5 assists, making sure that that Mountain Sharker is getting maximum value. But check this out. The way that they initially started, Few is ensuring that every single time he doesn't necessarily need to be there. He just needs to stop the follow-up after the abilities occur. So, Fatal Links, whatever. Oh no, you're going to be throwing your Roger in? That's when I'm dropping the arrow.
You also have to look at what Joe did, and Benedetta gets caught out.
It's like he dashed into the arrow as well. Great conditioning here by Bren Esports. Oh, they get another! Carltese takes down Ace and maybe is running for his life. That's a double for the Prodigy. I don't need the Lancelot. Y'all gave me the YSS, and now Kid flickers back.
Oh my goodness, if you would see the fights, how they happen. Lusty and Q, they're just playing out of their minds. D here getting controlled, arrow thrown out. D will escape, but there is a cut there by Lusty. And that is going to be another takedown. Paper the side of Bren Esports.
Oh my goodness, Few is just, I'm not gonna lie, there's not a few games where I'd say, there's not a, few games I would like to admit it, but this one, he's kind of smurfing. He really is kind of smurfing here, and Burmese Ghouls are playing so nervous around him.
You know, Gideon, I get your point. I'm not a fan of the Selena 50-50 hit or miss as well, but for Bren Esports, if it works, it works.
Numbers don't lie. If you're sitting at 13-1 at 7 minutes in, about 7K ahead, and you leave your opponents running like that, and you're drawing lines with the arrow, I couldn't ask for more if I was Bren Esports, but the Burmese Ghouls, they must be sweating it right now because I think after this last turtle is going to be Lord, what do they need to do? Do they need to take less fights? Do they need more defensive? Because they've already lost all their first-tier turrets.
They need to start playing a lot more safer. They don't need to get caught out like this. The real big threat is going to be Lusty and Q, so as long as they have eyes on them, they don't necessarily need to do these aggressive plays, and Burmese Ghouls, once again, want to try and make this aggressive play happen.
Oh, here we go. The fight has already begun with the turtle being taken out at the right second. Now D getting caught out in the middle of 3. That's going to be the Poissons in here by Flapteasy, stopping the regeneration. Oh, and we're going to see a triple. Are we waiting for it? That's maybe down by Rebo, and Ace is running away. Oh, he's not going to survive. That's Flapteasy getting him on the rollout. And right now, Bren Esports is feeling it. They could convert to a massive scale. Maybe 2 turrets, maybe 3. Who knows? They're unstoppable in this state.
I'm starting to get more and more disappointed. This isn't the Burmese Ghouls that we know and love. This wasn't the same team that played yesterday. They are playing scared, and not only that, they're making terrible decisions. Right off the bat, they're not playing off of the power spike. They could have waited for the 22K mark. Instead, they give another 5K over to Bren Esports, a full turtle, and another turret. At this point, Burmese Ghouls are just putting more nails in their own coffin. This is not what I wanted for them. This isn't the team that we know and love.
Burmese Ghouls, they need to find a way to stop this bleeding right now. Flapteasy is just zoning out everyone. Even D cannot stand in front of Flap. Flap is level 10, D is level 8.
Huge gap here, huge gap. And the fact that Flapteasy knew that D was there went their way because he knew that it was the only thing left. And if anything, I'm sure he could have forced the Black Dragon form and wasted it for the next team fight. But right now, Ace! Oh, he thought he could get executed, but now it still counts as a kill for Few.
It was a very good attempt, but now Burmese Ghouls, this is a situation where every single fight you really can't do anything, and Bren has the perfect lineup to start pushing their leads with the Farsa and as well as the Selena. Those two are so snowball-oriented, it's ridiculous. Rebo can scale. Unfortunately, Few may not scale as hard, but regardless, his utility is invaluable.
Oh, wow. D retreats from the duel. He was going 1-1 against Flapteasy, and Rebo says, I gotcha, bro. Finishes it off with a feathered airstrike.
It hit earlier just because he was flying. But still, that is going to be a Lord attempt going to the side here of Bren Esports. Oh my goodness.
There's no contest here.
There's no contest.
Look at the wall of Flapteasy and Few.
And it's not because Burmese Ghouls doesn't want to contest. It's because they can't.
Oh,
It hurts to see. It hurts to watch. 13K ahead, and all this because Burmese Ghouls are feeling nervous and made some really bad decisions, especially when they wanted to contest that turtle. They lost 10K off of that, and honestly, I think this pretty much seals the deal here unless Bren makes a mistake. But we've seen how Bren plays. This is how they do it there at the Philippines, watching their VODs. The moment they get that lead, they don't let go of it.
Burmese Ghouls, they need to find a way. And what's that way? Just wait for Bren Esports to make a mistake. But
Yeah.
how long can you hold on?
Bren Esports is gonna force you to answer, and here we go. Feathered airstrike here by Rebo. They know now after 3 fights that have just gone sideways, they know that, hey, let's not force it. I know we're under our base. I know that they're surged, but hold up! Lusty with the way of the dragon. Ace gets eliminated. That's gonna be the trade though. Kid takes the show down, and now Ruby DD is feeling his life is in danger. And yeah, that's gonna be the push onto mid lane. The inhibitor has been taken down, and they're sieging up top as well.
You know, considering the situation, this ain't too bad, but now the Burmese Ghouls, it's an all or nothing push here as D tries to get another pick onto Kaltisi. They're trying their best. Ruby DD goes down. The killing spree puts Kaltisi in perfect position, and now this was their last attempt to try and go for a fight, and Bren is able to stand up tall. They're going to take all the inhibitors and force out the Burmese Ghouls to take one last fight to ensure they put the last nail in the coffin in this game.
Oh, 2 defenders now, 3 in comes Ace, but there's no way taking this inhibitor with them. They're not keeping it, that is. I'm wondering if they can finish here. Bren Esports, they're all here, all 5.
Bren Esports, they're gonna try, but there are a lot of buffs on the side lanes, and they're just gonna go for the all-in.
Yep, Kid taking out here. Kaltisi barely surviving. The shutdown onto Flapteezy. Oh, Ruby DD feels it. He can shut down Kaltisi, and indeed he does. The execute pops the Yusun Shin, shutting him down 9, 1, and 8. Hold up, Rebo and Lusty. They're not done. Oh, what an alley-oop by Few from down south. It's just D left here to defend, and I don't think he can do it. Black Dragon form. He's gonna try. He's gonna try. He's going in for Few, and he knows that there's a wave here. Feathered airstrike by Rebo. Feathered airstrike by Rebo. Lusty knocking him up. There's some shy energy, but it's not enough. That's the wipe out. We're waiting for a wave of minions, and here's one defender. Here's Kid. What can Kid do? Flame shot here by Few. He's gonna knock him up in just a matter of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Bren Esports takes game number 2.
Back-to-back wins scored by Bren Esports of the Philippines. And the Myanmar side could not respond to this call. Like what Butters mentioned here, they tried to even go in for those sort of objectives, but they understand they're a little bit too far behind after a couple of these fights.
I'm a